Hey, how you doing? It's Mr. Producer. GIE Plus Expo is coming back October the 20th through the 22nd, and Brian looks forward to seeing you all there. Now, if you haven't registered yet, do so now and get 50% off the registration price with the promo code BRIAN. And of course, I'll have a link for you in the show description.
You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It's your host, Brian Fullerton here, hanging out with you guys here. First thing, actually, in the morning, and we're recording this real time. It is Thursday morning, so you guys are going to be listening to this hopefully Friday morning once it gets from our mouth to your ears. And today, I'm just going to kick it with you guys for about 15, 20 minutes. It'll be a short and sweet episode. This time it really will be because I have a hard cutoff here at about 9:35, 9:45, and I got to get out there and start mowing grass. This morning, we actually got rained out, so I'm just kind of hanging out here a little bit. I actually slept into about 8:30, so might be able to tell that my voice is a little warming up and a little bit raspy still. I'll tell you what, I just wanted to talk about this last week or two, the next week or two, how crazy our schedule is behind the scenes, and just give you guys some encouragement, some hope that if you guys are dealing with maybe some early season burnout, or you guys are just exhausted or tired, hey, I'm going to throw my hand up here. Not that you can see it in real life, but I'm waving my hand here. Yeah, me too. I wanted to just talk about how, hey, look, life is a marathon, not a sprint, right? So I want to just talk to you guys for a few minutes and let you guys know that if you're out there hustling and bustling and maybe you got an early start to the spring and you're dealing with a little bit of burnout already because you've been going for 3 months instead of the typical 2 or 3, or you've been going for 4 months, right? Instead of the typical 3 months. That before you guys hit those dog days of summer, we're right there with you. We actually got out there, gosh, I think like the first part of March this year, or second week of March. So really our season is about a month early up here in the Midwest in Michigan. We don't really get out there until, mid-April, start doing our cleanups. We start doing our mulch, all of that kind of stuff. And so for us, my guy Rob and I, we're both beat tired already. We've been going hard, and I don't know what it is this year. Like we just can't catch a stride with our schedule. We've worked probably every third Saturday, and usually last year I think we worked like maybe 2 Saturdays, and this year we've worked almost every other or every third Saturday, which is okay, it's fine. And then also we should have Fridays off, right? We have a Monday through Thursday schedule. We do odds and end jobs on Friday. Well, we've worked like almost every Friday this year, almost every other Saturday, and we're both like, dude, we have never worked like this much, if you will, in the business. So it's just it's an interesting year. We're dealing with rain. We're dealing with weather. We're dealing with employee issues. Same stuff that you guys are dealing with, right? So any which way, just want to do a quick, short and sweet episode with you guys. Just give you some encouragement, just give you guys some motivation that, hey, if you guys are out there and you're like, man, this has been a brutal spring, not in terms of like making money. We're actually like doing really good revenue wise. We just did end of month billing for, what are we in right now? For May that we just did here. And it was one of our best months ever, right? So we're making the money, but I always got to remind myself too that life is a marathon, not a sprint. And so today we just want to kind of kick it with you guys for a few minutes and just kind of relate to how our week is going. So let's do this. We're going to kick it over to Marty, Mr. Producer, and then we're going to come right on back.
You know the name, Equipment Defender. Now experience the safety and security for your lawn care setup with Equipment Defender trailer racks. These lockable trailer racks are designed to keep your equipment organized and secure without breaking the bank. Upgrade your setup and protect your investment with trailer racks that fit any style of trailer, both utility or enclosed. These E-coated racks are built tough to withstand the elements, all while working hard to keep your equipment safe and secure. Put an end to unnecessary equipment damage and theft today by investing in quality trailer racks that you can rely on. Use the promo code BRIANS10 to save 10% on all orders today at equipmentdefender.com, and a link is provided in the show description. Equipment Defender.
Lawns, lessons, and live. This is the Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast. Now, your host, Brian Fullerton.
All right, good deal, guys. Well, like I was saying just a few minutes ago, our weeks, our schedules have been absolutely crazy. And then, as you guys know, add in all the extra stuff we do for social media. It's been a blast. I think I've taken like 3 or 4 flights again in like the last 8 or so weeks, which adds insult to injury, right? Which is a good thing. We're definitely burning the candle at both ends. But my perspective was I wanted to put in this last massive effort, this last massive wave of action that I could control before baby was born, right? Baby's coming end of July. My gosh, we are so excited. We are so enthused. We are so pumped. We are so nervous all at the same time. So here's like my weekly schedule. Normally Monday through Thursday, we're mowing grass and cutting that grass and making that cash, as our friend Paul says, right? So that's usually our schedule Monday through Thursday. Like I said, Friday we do odds and end jobs like weeding. We'll be doing some pruning, some mulch, very light landscaping type work, and we try to take Saturdays and Sundays off. Well, this year, it's been like we work Monday 8 to 4, Tuesday we get rained out, Wednesday we would work like 8 to 8, Thursday we would work 8 to 6, and then, Friday would get rain, and then we're working Saturday. And I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but it's been a wonky weather-wise. I was texting my friend Jake Meisner. A lot of you guys know Jake, friend of the show, and it was funny because I'm like, hey, dude, like, how's your season going? He's like, it's going great, but he goes, it's also been a really difficult spring, but it hasn't, but it has. He goes, I don't know if that makes sense. And I go, that's exactly what it feels like as well. Well, and then also take it back to about 5 weeks ago, because last night was our 5th week, we're doing some birthing classes online, right? So hey, we get ready for the baby. We're new parents. Liz wants to be as educated as she can, and we both do, obviously. So 5 weeks ago, she goes, hey, I need you every Wednesday from 6 to 9:30 for 3 hours a night for the next 5 weeks. And I said, okay. And so you only got 2 options there, right? One, you can say no, and then you'll be divorced, and I won't be a present father. Or number 2, that's funny right there. Or number 2, yes, ma'am, absolutely, ma'am. Where do you want me to be, ma'am? Right? One of those deals. So I'm like, babe, like that's like prime like building hours of like my second company, right? And she goes, I don't care. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I need to prioritize this. So we did. I wasn't like reluctant, but I was like, oh, like there goes every Wednesday night for the next, 5 or 6 weeks. Right. So that, imagine this, imagine you get rain day on Tuesday, and Wednesday you want to make up all day, but you have to have like a hard stop at 4 or 5 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, it's just absolutely brutal. And then outside of that, baby photos, we have another class that Liz wants to do. I have a baby appointment every other week that usually has to be between 2 and 4 p.m. on a Monday or Tuesday. So it's been like, this long story short, it's like one day we're working 8 hours. The next day I work 4 hours, go to a baby appointment, come back, work another 3 or 4 hours. The next day, I'm working like an 8 to 5, come home, literally jump on a Zoom call. Thursday we're mowing like, dude, I think last week we mowed, I think it was 38 lawns from 8 to 5. We just absolutely crushed it. And both of us at the end of it, we were like, don't talk to me. So Rob and I were both like exhausted, but we knew we had rain coming, I think that Friday. And so we had to do it, right? And then he ended up going out on Saturday, and then I bummed a friend's buddy, one of his employees, and they both cleaned up Saturday because I was going to Iowa to hang out with Corey Ballard. So it's just absolutely crazy. And I keep asking Liz, I'm like, is this like a normal pace or a normal schedule? Like, are we crazy? And she just keeps reassuring me that it's just the spring rush. It's the spring rush. And so that's like the funny story about all of this is that normally we don't get out there until mid to end of April. You can't really bank on that here in Michigan because, and I don't know, like with where you guys are living, sometimes you can get out there and you might get out there February or March. Up here in the Midwest, it's usually like mid to late April. We can start rocking and rolling. Well, this year, 60-degree temperatures, and we were able to, get out there, start doing cleanups mid-March. So if you think about it, we're really like 90 days out or 100 days into this thing already, versus maybe just being 2 months under our belt. And so that wears on you, especially with spring growing conditions, rain, customers. I don't know about you guys, but my phone has literally been ringing more than it ever, literally ever has. And one little pro tip here, if you guys have a voicemail that's like, and this really helped me, and I learned this from another buddy, versus having a generic inbox that says, hey, thanks for calling, Brad's Landscaping. Please leave your name and number. We'll get back to you, which is what my voicemail was for a decade. Then it went to, hey, we're only taking work on in this north side of town. Please leave your name and number and your address, and we'll get back to you, which is better. And then more specifically, maybe some of you guys, your business is growing, you're consolidating, you're working on that route density. It's okay to leave in your voicemail, hey, thanks for calling Brad's Landscaping. We're only taking on clients between in north part of this town, between this mile road and this mile road, or from this highway to this highway, or this section of town that people would know. Please leave your name and address, and we'll get right back to you. And so Liz didn't believe that I said I get like 40, 50 calls a day. And she's like, that's incredible. Like, I literally had to do like the little screen record thing on my phone. This was 2 weeks ago, Monday. I had 62 calls on my phone. I mean, dude, they're all the red number phone. Like, I got an iPhone, right? So it's all the red numbers, right? And that means like calls you don't answer. I was like, she goes, how do you get any work done? I go, I don't know. That was on a Monday or Tuesday, and we ended up mowing like an 8 or 9 hour day. But just to have the phone jingle and then hit decline or reject, I have to look at my phone 62 times, and my phone's on mute. I haven't answered my phone since 2017. Once our YouTube channel got over 1,000 subs, and my number was really out there on the internet, I don't answer my phone. So if you guys call or you guys text the phone, I literally don't even answer. I can't. It's impossible. I mean, I get 30 to plus text messages a day. Hey, is this Brian? Hey, can you cut my lawn? Hey, this. And I'm like, I just don't even, you can't keep up on all of it. I screen recorded my phone calls to Liz with the call log, and she goes, how do you get any work done? I go, it's a miracle. But that's my point. This spring has been literally helter-skelter, hectic, crazy. But you know what? We're always doing our best to rise above, right? We've also put out more YouTube content than ever, more podcast content than ever, more Instagram posting than ever to grow this company, to try to earn some of these bigger brand deals and sponsorships. Just to be honest with you guys, we've done some stuff with Home Depot, DeWalt, Batteries Plus, a couple more coming down the pike. And it's great, helpful content for you guys, great, helpful content that they want to get out there. There's a check associated to it. So I'm like, let's do a little bit more here. After all, I am building a baby nursery, I think it's called. And I don't know if you guys have checked prices for nursery stuff, but it ain't cheap. It is not, I'm telling you what, man. I know you can go to Costco, or you can go to Target, you can go to IKEA, and we didn't want to do that for our first baby. We've been paying dues and put money in the bank, and very, very blessed, very, very, very thankful. But I also wanted to give Liz this like beautiful opportunity to bring our first baby into the world, our little girl. We have a daughter coming, and so I said, blank check, dude. Like, get whatever you want. So when a dresser is like $1,500 and a up a Baby Vista stroller is like, I don't know, dude, $750 to $1,000. I'm like, Jesus, this is crazy. Like, we are in the wrong business, right? I don't know. Diapers, by the way, holy crap, like $30 a box for diapers. I'm like, how many do these do the kids go through in their first couple of days? And some people are like, 10 to 12. I go, 10 to 12 diapers a day? Like, you want to talk about a regenerative business model? I'm like, let's get into the diaper business, right? So $5,000 later or whatever it is on the nursery, or more, it's just crazy. So we've been working hard, man. And I know a lot of you guys out there are doing the same thing. You guys are doing, the late nights, the getting done at 7, 8, 9 p.m. Then you're like, oh crap, I got to go do end of month billing. That'll take you to, midnight. It's just been crazy. It's been crazy. So if you guys are out there, here's my big MO, my big encouragement to a lot of you guys. Two things. One, let's make it over the hump, right? The spring rush, it's crazy. Everybody talks about summer burnout. I'm like, I don't know about you, but I'm like, once I'm 2/3 way through spring, I'm like, I just need to chill out, get a couple days, relax, recuperate. And for us, that's coming up really, really soon. And then number two, remember that not only is our life, but also our business, a marathon, not a sprint, right? There's the reality is that I've had friends, I've had buddies that they're just 14-hour days every day for, 5 or 10 years, 20 years. And their quality of life kind of takes a back to the back burner. Their health, their relationships, all this other stuff, and you don't want to be that guy. I'll just reassure you, you don't want to be that guy. We've really tried to counterbalance this last 12 months, Liz and I personally. Because we went so hard on YouTube, and we did. We hit a certain level, started making a couple bucks. So we wanted to counterbalance. We said, hey, like we kind of hit some goals that we wanted to do. Let's not necessarily downshift. Let's just shift gears a little bit in a different capacity, work in a different capacity, and have some more time together. Enjoy our relationship more. Buy a couple things, for crying out loud. Like we didn't buy anything for 5 years as we were, trying to get out of debt, right? So my 2 points to this quick little MO and Friday kind of recap. Hey, try to take the weekend off once in a while, right? Making money is cool, but nobody's ever going to lay on their deathbed and say, man, I wish I would have missed my family more and worked more. It's just not how it is, right? So I know we're go. And you know what? I'm as guilty of it as probably half of y'all listening in, where, yeah, but I can do a mulch job and make $450 in 4 hours. I get it. Hey, I can go do a pruning job and make, $800 in 6 hours. I get it. I'm not telling you to slow down. I'm just saying, hey, if you haven't taken a week off in a while and, took out the clubs and knocked the ball around, go golf for a little bit, okay? Maybe you guys are in the paintball. You haven't been paintballing in 3 or 4 years and you keep saying, I'm going to go this weekend. I'm going to go this summer. Hey, I'm not saying pull the e-brake. I'm just saying make sure you take a little rest stop, right? The longest road trips all across America, they have rest stops every about 100 miles or so, right? Or every time you enter a new state, there is a rest stop. Or you see the sign that says no rest stops or no bathrooms for another, 100 miles, right? Once you get way into like the desert areas, right? So here's what I'll just say. Hey, get over the spring rush. We got another probably 2 to 3 weeks of that, at least up here in the Midwest. And then it does kind of turn into the dog days of summer where hopefully, sounds kind of weird, but it's just mindless mowing is what we like to call it. Hey, same properties, same cut pattern. Well, switch up the lines, but the same properties, the same schedule. We're almost getting done every lawn within a few minutes of the same time last week. We're getting done at the same time per day as the same time last week. So 2:00, now we're getting done at 2:05, like every week. So it's like that 8 to 10 weeks. That is definitely the time to recuperate, recover, hit the pool, go fish, whatever is your guys' thing that recharges you, right? So no motivational hyperboles today, right? Long story short, just recuperate a little bit. If you guys are out there, I'm going hard, you guys are going hard. And by the way, if you guys are making money, like celebrate, celebrate, have fun with it. The last 8-10 weeks, we've all been making money, and sometimes that wave will crest, 8 to 10, 12 weeks later as we start getting paid from those earlier, larger spring cleanup jobs, those larger mulch jobs, our aeration money. Those first couple rounds of fertilizer, a lot of that starts coming in June and July. And you know what? Rip a little bit of that off and take care of you and take care of your family, right? Go spend $200-$300 or $500. Go do something fun, man. Go do something cool. Don't just work. So anyway, just a short and sweet episode today. It's 9:35 in real life. So I got to get moving here, pick up Rob at 10, and then we're going to be mowing until 4. I got to get done at 4 o'clock because you know why. Today at 5 o'clock, we're going to be doing baby photos. Liz is just absolutely beautiful. She's 32 or 33 weeks along. So we're going to capture some beautiful family, kind of like pre-baby photos today. Then your boy here gets to do some end of month billing, a little bit more of that. Finish up a couple YouTube videos. Bam, it's midnight. And then Friday, same thing. We're going to be mowing. We got some extra work we're cleaning up on Saturday. We got these paths that I trim in one of my HOAs. It's 2 miles of path edging. So we take the trimmer, the string trimmer, and turn it 90 degrees and cleaned up those loops and those walkway paths as we're getting flicked by asphalt and sand for, 3 hours. That's always fun. And then for us, next week after that, it's Together in the Trades, which is the big event that we've been, co-hosting with the Almonds and quarterbacking to put on. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I think there's over 45 couples that are coming. Over 90 of you guys bought tickets, which is super, super cool for an inaugural event like this down in Waco, Texas. That's the marriage conference that we're putting on. Definitely not coming top down. We're coming at you guys with practical and then also the credentialed. That's the Together in the Trades conference that we're hosting with the Almonds. So many of you guys are going to be down there. Wear your company shirts. We're going to have little name tags that you can put on. It's going to be awesome meeting so many of you guys at the silos where Chip and Joe have their HQ over there at 4 o'clock, I believe it is, on Friday. The actual conference is 8 to 5, I think 30 on Saturday. We got Paul Jameson co-hosting that, or emceeing that, I should say, which is just going to be awesome. I haven't seen my boy Paul in, a little over a year since he was up here doing the summer road tour, which, by the way, maybe we'll get him back up here and try to get a dozen of you guys over here to come swing by our studios and maybe get Paul up here sometime this summer. We'll check with his schedule. So after Together in the Trades, that Wednesday through Sunday, we're actually down there in Texas helping set up and then tear down. Then we kind of got over the hump, right? So Liz and I are right there with you. Rule number 1, get over the hump. And then number 2, start pacing again. So that for us is coming in about a week. We cannot wait. Waco's going to charge us up. We can't wait to see all of you. And then actually the week after that, Liz and I are going to a place that we really enjoy. It's called Charlevoix, Michigan, which is where we want to retire to. It's a bunch of, it's just a bunch of wealthy old folks up there, man, of every color, of every race, of every background. Everybody up there is so cool, so chill, and everybody's walking around with vineyard vines and boat shoes. They all have their $400,000 boats in the harbors with their, $1 million lake homes. And they're just literally, to me, that's living the dream. Like, there was no place I'd rather be than over there in Charlevoix. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little baby moon for about 4 or 5 days. Take the following week, Thursday through Monday off. Rob's holding the fort with our guy Dave. And so for us, it's get over the hump and then start pacing. And but either which way, like I said, it's a marathon, guys, not a sprint. And we sprint through spring, but we got a marathon through the rest of the season and through the rest of our business. Let's not get burned out, right? Let's make sure things are right at home, right in the family. If you've been ignoring the wife or missing the wife or the husband, hey, let's bring it back center a little bit. Go out this weekend, right? Start adding a date night. Whatever you guys got to do to make sure that you guys can start reprioritizing things as we get over that spring rush. Fair enough? So, all right, guys. Well, short and sweet. That's what I got for you today. I got a hard stop here. I got to get running, and we got to go mow an ungodly amount of lawns, just like you guys do every single day. And hopefully, we can catch our stride here as we start going into these next few weeks, guys. Hey, as always, appreciate you guys listening in. As we button up this week, I just want to say thank you for listening to the shows. Hopefully, the content's been helping you guys out. It's hopefully been motivating you guys. Thank you for all the ratings and reviews that are coming in. I know we say it on almost every show, but if you guys have not left a rating or review, maybe today is the time that you do that. Okay. This is the time where you look down at your phone, you hit that 5 stars, because here's why everybody asks, here's why everybody begs for you guys to leave those ratings and reviews, is that is the best way for iTunes to promote the podcast, for the iTunes algorithm to see that there's engagement, for that social proofing. When another lawn bro, just like yourself, is blind, scared, naked, right? They're in their first, year, 6 months or 5 years, and they don't know what's going on out there. So they just start Googling a bunch of stuff, and Paul comes up, I come up. Well, when they see a podcast with 500 or 1,000 ratings and reviews that say, hey, this thing's a banger, that can provide that social proof for that next guy, right? So we always appreciate you guys organically sharing the content with your friends and your other lawn bros. Thank you so much. Our goal is to reach as many people as we can to help you guys have a better life. And then outside of that, those ratings and reviews, when people do stumble upon the show, they know that this podcast is legit, and it's not just something where we threw 5 episodes together and then just gave up, right? Which is pretty typical with a lot of podcasts. So we put a lot of time and effort into this, and hopefully you guys appreciate the content. Thanks again for reciprocating with all the sponsors and partnering with those guys. I know they appreciate the support as well. Guys, over and out. Have a beautiful weekend, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here next week, Monday. We'll be here without fail, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thanks to Marty, Mr. Producer, down in the ATL. Guys, that's it. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.
You know the name, Equipment Defender. Now experience the safety and security for your lawn care setup with Equipment Defender trailer racks. These lockable trailer racks are designed to keep your equipment organized and secure without breaking the bank. Upgrade your setup and protect your investment with trailer racks that fit any style of trailer, both utility or enclosed. These E-coated racks are built tough to withstand the elements, all while working hard to keep your equipment safe and secure. Put an end to unnecessary equipment damage and theft today by investing in quality trailer racks that you can rely on. Use the promo code BRYANS10 to save 10% on all orders today at equipmentdefender.com. And a link is provided in the show description. Equipment Defender.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.